Alright, so this is not a formal Ask Misty, but it's basically an Ask Misty. I just replied to 4 questions. I just replied to 4 emails about high school kids wanting to do drag. And I've gotten a lot of this, and I don't think I've actually formally done a video for it. I've just replied and replied and replied. And I'm going to do this video so I can just put the link here. If you didn't see it, watch it. My theory on high schoolers doing drag. Yes, I do know that because of RuPaul's Drag Race, there's a younger generation out there that wants to do drag, and they want to be fierce, and they want to be fabulous. I'm all about it. I think that if you truly want to do drag, you should do it. However, if you're still in school, that needs to be your focus. There's no bars that's going to let a high schooler come and perform. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. So focus on your studies. Focus on your education. Get the very best grade you can get so you can get into a good school and get a good education. Because, like, look at Tyra Banks, for example. At 30 years old, she stopped modeling. Because that's kind of, there's an expiration date. I'm not saying drag queens have expiration dates, because they don't necessarily, but it's just like fashion. One minute you're in, the next minute you're out. You need something to fall back on. So get that education, get that degree. Now, if you really know that you want to do drag, start doing things like debate club. Get into a good debate club, because you're going to need to think on your feet. You're going to need to think, oh, both sides of the situation. Get into the drama club. Start performing on stage. While you're in the drama club, do hair and makeup for the other people in school. Start practicing, educating, learning. Take a sewing class. So maybe take a web designing class, graphic artists. Start doing things that you're going to need to help your career. Every girl needs a seamstress. If you're not a seamstress yourself, you need to hire one. Why don't you do that? Everybody needs a web designer. Start doing that. You know, start doing things that will help you in the art form of female impersonation, so that once you do get old enough, you can actually have all these behind your belt and be like, oh, guess what? I can do this, that, this, that, this, that. And you have like an entire resume before you even start. However, yes, of course you want to start dressing up now. So start, you know, get a wig here, get a wig there, get a cute pair of shoes here, get a cute pair of shoes there, get a club outfit, get a performance outfit. And over time, you're going to start developing a lot of things. Now, most states, you're not allowed to enter a bar until you're 21. Some states, you're allowed to work in a bar at 18, but I don't know any drag queen that comes out of the gate saying, I'm ready to perform. So most girls wouldn't be hired at 18. They'd, you know, so it's a very tricky situation. So start practicing all your behind the scenes things, focus on your education, focus on your school, and by the time you do turn 21, bam, you're ready. And you're gonna come out of the gate full speed, and you're gonna gag the children. Be like, yeah, I've been practicing high heels for 5 years now. Guess what? I'm turning the party. You know? That's what I think. And until then, the only situations I could really think of that you'd be able to perform in under 21 would be gay pride parades and street festivals. So while you're at school, be planning, hey, I want to perform at Pride, I want to, you know, work on this look, I want to work on this number, I want to work on this gig. And I know a lot of big cities have the GLCC, or the Gay and Lesbian Community Center, or they call them different names like Compass or whatever. And they might have shows there, or gay and lesbian youth groups might put on shows. That'd be another great way to get your feet wet and practice your look. So that's a couple shows, maybe 1 or 2 shows a year, that you could be practicing and saving up your things, so that once you get out of college, you're 21 and you're like, bam. That's what I really think you should do. I'm not saying don't do it. I know a lot of the older queens are like, ugh, another queen. A lot of the seasoned entertainers throw shade at the new queens, no matter their age or no matter their talent. They just don't like new queens coming up in the scenes. And because of RuPaul's Drag Race, of course there's tons of new girls out there like, oh, they want to do it. Whether they can make it or not is a whole nother story. That's what I'm telling you. Really focus on your education. I wish I did. I really wish I did. If I could go back, if I could take a time machine, I would have worried. I think my focus was way too much on being popular and being social and being involved in everything. Like I was in too many things. I would really, like I said, take a debate class. I wish I should have. I skipped all my speech things because I was terrified of public speaking, and guess what I do now? Every day, public speaking. How could I have been changed now if I started public speaking in high school? Could I have been much better? Probably. You know, I really wish there was a time machine that I could go back and tell myself this message, because I would take the only computer classes, the sewing classes, and the public speaking classes. Ugh. I would be so fierce right now if I did all that. That's why I'm trying to help you. Yes, I know you want to do drag. Put that in your mind, but not in front. Your goal is not to perform on stage now, it's to perform on stage one day. In the meantime, get the grades, get the education, get the degree, and all the while accumulating these talents that will help you in your career as a female impersonator. Think about it. Set yourself up for success. Loving you is easy.